Hello and welcome, my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, November 2020. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. Leo Rising, Mars conjunct Leo Rising, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo, Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Meow. Hi guys, how you doing, my Leos? My lovely, luscious, lascivious Leos. Hi, yay, 5th house energy, love it, love being a Leo rising, big time, big time. My subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your love and support, your likes, your subscribes. A bunch of y'all been sharing my stuff with people too, which I think is wonderful. And I think these are the readings for it, right? You know, like the soulmate stuff might be a little too specific, even in a general read. This, the What Do I Need reads, I love. They're 6-card draw that we're doing. 1 card from 6 different card decks that I have, 2 oracles, 2 tarots, 2 tarot decks, and 2 healing systems. I'm really psyched to do this. Feels good today. I'm doing this on 11/11. Like the stories I could tell about the 11/11, but let's not. Wait until the book comes out, right? So many stories. But thank you for your love and support. And we're getting there on the channel. I'm shooting for 30,000 subscribers. A lot of my subscribers know this, so that we can have the membership thing, the join button. So I'll have another place to put the extended reads. Pay 1 price instead of Vimeo on demand, which is on demand, right? You pay per view, pay for each one. And then we can do some super chats in private, which I just think will be a hoot, right? Wouldn't that be a good time? We'll be able to do all sorts of cool stuff. Anyway, that being said, if you're new to my channel and you care to contribute to that, please, if you like the video, just hit the like button. That's all. No one will know. Our little secret. I've been saying the other day, you know. No one needs to know what you like or what you don't like on YouTube unless you want them to, right? And if you like how I read, subscribe. I'm good. I'm putting out good stuff. I've been doing this since I'm 12 years old. My God, next spring it's going to be 40 years of tarot. So that being said, let's get up in this gig, shall we? We, as I said, doing a 6-card draw. What do I need? Asking my divine pantheons through these different card systems what it is that you need from this new moon in Scorpio, Sunday, November 5th, 12:07 a.m. Eastern is the moment of new moon, so this is like right after midnight technically, to the, it will be then the waxing moon, waxing to the full moon on in Gemini on Monday, November 30th, 4:30 a.m. So it's a bit early in the morning, but at least after that you're on the waxing side of things. So, sorry, you're on the waning side of things, so your full moon stuff, you can really do that the night before, and we'll be doing events here on the channel as well, some live streams, some magic, some card draws and all that, right? Okie dokie. All you need to do is breathe, stay in the present moment, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? What feels right in your energy field, that's the hit, right? And it's a general read. Check your other signs. Your moon sign's going to get different situations that they need to know about, or maybe the same situation from a different angle, right? Only be hopeful. And I enjoy these. I consider these like spiritual counseling in 6 cards. It's kind of fun. I dig it. So let's get up in this gig. All of the cards that I read are in the description box and below. Links if you want to check them out. Otherwise, I think that's it. Let's do this. Take a nice deep breath. I'm going to start with the angels, the healing with the angel oracle. Please, my angels of fire. And the sign of Leo, of course, that would be the Michaelites, Archangel Michael and his legions. Please, 1 card in clarity, if we may. The healing with the angels oracle. What is the healing angel they need to call upon? This new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, November 2020. That is offering its help, that it's there, but the call has to come from us. What is the angel? I'll say us on this. I'm Leo rising. What is the angel we need to call upon? Yes. The angel of freedom. Now that, in a general read, there can be freedom from anything, but it does kind of connotate that there's some chains, that there are restrictions. And I'm not, maybe there's some legitimate restrictions, 6 feet. you know, like literal like boundaries that are there, but I don't get the feeling that that's all about that. Although when, you know, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, that could be, you know, something here. It's like the freedom, just accept, okay, I can't change this, and free yourself from the psychic weight of it. But my sense is that this is about something else as well. Like, and it's all one thing, right? It's a general read. Take it how it hits you. We're going to do Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the Divine Feminine, to tune into what you need to be aware of inside of yourself. So you need to call upon the Angel of Freedom. Let's see what's going on in the inside. Breathe. Yeah, my goddesses of fire and the sign of Leo. Please, I need one card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign from this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. With that Angel of Freedom, they call it in. What's going on the inside there that would clarify that, please? Three of Pentacles. So there is a solid foundation in you, but it's still mutable. It's just a 3, right? Clay woman takes dirt beneath her feet, makes something beautiful and powerful. Now, this is inside of yourself, so I don't know if this has to do with your internal organs, even though it's an earth element here, but it might be about a creative thing, right? Something that you're building inside of yourself, something that you are waxing inside of yourself. One would think going from the ace to the deuce to the trace, to the tray, to the third, right? And I love clay woman. This is still malleable. It's still, you can sculpt the clay. It hasn't gone in the fire yet to become something fixed like pottery. So how freedom plays into that, I have a feeling that if it's, because that feels really good, right? That feels like, you know, I'm working on something. I'm working on something. It can be anything, right? That you want to manifest into physical form. You're doing the internal work for it, the process, the molding, the shaping, before you make it something for sure. This is what I want, perhaps. But let's see what's going on the outside. This feels like this is probably, this freedom is probably more of an external thing I'm getting, because you're Leos, aren't we? Leos. So we're yang force, masculine energy. Good God, we're the sign of the sun itself, the divine masculine force in our solar system. So breathe. Breathe that golden light. Breathe that, breathe that golden fire. And then you're going to hear me roar. Katy Perry. Breathe. Oh, my gods of fire in the sign of Leo, of course, Apollo, who sits solo in the throne of Leo in my pantheon. Please, one card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is it that we need to be aware of outside of ourselves, or in terms of how this Three of Pentacles creativity is reaching out to the outside world, however that plays itself out for this Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. November 2020, Angel of Freedom, the goddess is saying Three of Pentacles. What do we need to be aware of in the outside, in the Yang world? Well, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. The fates are spinning and measuring and cutting, right? There's stuff written in the quantum here. There's a timing element here. There's a turn of the wheel. Things are moving forward on the outside. So it feels like anything that might be holding you back, the wheel is turning on that, maybe not at the speed that you like, but it also feels like you're getting prepared, consciously or unconsciously. How aware, symbolically speaking, how aware are you of this Three of Pentacles process within this story that's unfolding? You might not know yet, because that freedom itself could be about, yes, I want to go out and do the things that I love doing. And this does say that there's a timing element there, right? So yeah, there is that freedom. And okay, then let me, you know, accept the things I can't change and take it, free myself from some of the psychic baggage of it. Because if you're an empath, that's like, I feel like I have to say that in every single reading, because if you're an empath, you might be feeling other people's stress on that too, although I'm not getting anything necessarily stressful here. But the Angel of Freedom, what would its job do? To help you free yourself, to free yourself from things, to help free other people, places, or things, right? Be in that process like a liberator. But it's a major arcana. This isn't, you know, on the outside, this isn't just another day. This is something that's been in play for a while, and yeah, then that's that feeling. This is something that you've been building for a while on the inside, and on the outside it's taking its time. But it's also, I feel like, over this waxing phase, it's going to wax. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get stronger, and I don't feel so bad about that. And maybe that's about your freedom in and of itself, right? From any person, place, thing, pattern, idea, energy, right? Relationship, anything. So let's ask the Ascended Masters. Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, 4 suits, but one of them is on the shelf back there, the suit of problems. It's half the deck, and it's good to know the problem, but I save those for the waning moon. This is waxing. We got the other 3, luck, healing, and grace. You'll hear it in the prayer. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, hi. Please, can I get 1 card in clarity for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? What is the piece of luck that we need to be aware of, right? It might be right in front of us and we don't see it. What is the piece of luck we need to be aware of? What is the piece of healing that we need to accept and embrace and implement, right? It's not just, oh, it's a lovely energy. What is it that we actually have to implement here? And what is what is the piece of grace that is permeating this entire situation that we need to allow in, we need to accept is there and flow with it, please, for this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, November 2020. That was a long prayer, but it felt like there's something yummy here, and it is openness, which I think goes really well with freedom. It's hard to be open if you're in chains, right? If you're bound, if you're, freaking out. Openness, and that is a luck card. So that does indicate that something's coming in. Something that, to be like, look at this guy. He's like, hi, I'm here. I came. I came. Wonderful. Yeah, hi. Now, whether you're, what are you opening up to? But there's that sense of freedom, right? Are you letting someone in? Are you opening up to your own power? Remains to be seen. But you know what this is on the inside on some level. It may not be conscious. It might be a number of different things, like the constituents of clay, right? It's not just the dirt. It's the potter's wheel and the water, all that stuff together, the paint, the whole nine, the glazing process. So that does take time, right? That Wheel of Fortune's there. But to be open to the process, perhaps? Let's keep going. Got 2 more cards. Yeah, we've got 2 of our tarot. We've got 1 of our oracles. This is the second one. And then we will finish with the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, which is the other healing system, along with Chuck Spezzano's Love Pack. Let's see what we got going on here from the higher selves of all involved. My own included, it feels like. Please breathe. Landscapers. One more. Oh, the whacking of the weeds has begun. I can feel it. Sorry. Here we go. The higher selves of all involved, my own included. I feel you. Hello, everyone. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Scorpio, the full moon next in Gemini. What do we need? What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight through a Whisper of Love oracle card that we need from our higher selves this new moon to full moon next November 2020, considering we're supposed to call, we need to call in the Angel of Freedom. We need to be aware of this 3 of Pentacles clay woman shifting but sculpting and building something of value within us while we become aware that the Wheel of Fortune. Hey, I'm sorry about that. The camera glitched. My eyes were closed. I was saying the prayer, but it's for the Whisper of Love oracle, the messages from the higher selves, and I got it. I opened my eyes. I saw the thing was there. I hope not too much went by. But we've got demonstrate love. Woo. The time is coming to demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. And by the way, it's been glitchy all day long. It happened in the Cancer reading as well, but thankfully it reset itself. I had to hit buttons this time. So I apologize for that. I'm apologizing for having no control over that, right? It's like the freedom of saying, all right, whatever, keep going. Demonstrate love. Now, how you do that, that's really saying to you, demonstrate love to yourself. But it feels like you add that with the Angel of Freedom, right? And this thing, perhaps even that you're sculpting, plotting, and planning, the time is getting close. It's moving forward. And to be open to demonstrating love, right? And again, to who, to what? If you were sitting in front of me or talking on a video chat, I would be able to find that out for you. But this is, for myself, this has got a lot of different implications. It might even be that someone is going to demonstrate love, right? And what are we going to be open to that demonstration? Now, why would it be openness unless it was a challenge, right? Unless there were chains, unless there were issues, unless there was past stuff there that we wouldn't necessarily be open to, right? Because when someone is loving, usually the response is love, right? It's like, oh, you know, but if someone is loving and there's bagage, if you like, then, you know, Prada or otherwise, it needs to be unpacked. So I get that timing part of this, right? But this is something that you want. I mean, I feel that in the emotional part of that Three of Pentacles. I want this, but maybe not in the specific way it's coming, right? So hence that freedom. Be open to it, see what happens. But it feels like there's no guarantee, but it is saying demonstrate love. It would be nice if it was mutual, right? Right. I mean, if the Fool card was here, right, it would be that risk, taking that jump. I don't know that that's this. So let's get our last card on the table. The Healing Mantra deck, Matt Kahn, a personal healing tool for me. That's why I don't consider it divination, though I use it like that. I don't think you'd mind. Breathe. I'm fifth dimensional and fun. Voices of the Ascended Masters who gave us this luck card of openness. My beloved Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for this Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. It looks like myself included. What is the perfect healing mantra for us this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, November 2020? Angel of Freedom, Clay Woman, Three of Pentacles on the inner, Wheel of Fortune on the outer. Ascended Masters say, be aware, the luck of openness is with you right now, with us right now. And the Ascended Masters are saying, demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. What is the perfect healing mantra that goes with this, please? This new moon to full moon next, November 2020. Unraveling codependency. Oh, fuck. Talk about chains. Holy fuck balls. I know this one. Only I have to feel good about my choices. I said it to a friend today in counsel of them. Confidential conversation. A confidential counsel conversation. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Excuse me. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Man, does this make sense? I'll read it from the bookie book in a minute, but call upon the Angel of Freedom, because if you don't feel free to make your own choices, right? The choices that feel good to you. And I'll use an example. All right, let's say you were raised in a traditional religious family. Pick your family, and you have a spiritual awakening where now you're studying Buddhism. Thanksgiving's coming up. The holidays are coming up. You gonna wear your malas? You gonna wear your beads? You gonna be Nam Myoho Renge Kyoing at the table, right? You know, it's like, now, they don't need to know, ultimately. Your spiritual path is your spiritual path, but I'm a Virgo with the Pisces moon. Work. I just make it look good, Leo rising. So, you know, I'm going to read this, but this does make sense, right? Because now let me back up, and then I'll read it from the book. I'm sort of doing the overview already, but it does make sense, right? Call upon the Angel of Freedom, because inside of you, there's something growing and building inside of you, something that you really, 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 really want. And it's time, it's coming, it's unfolding. Don't know what stage of the wheel you're at with this, but it's coming, right? One would say because we're in Samhain, the final harvest, it's like finishing up something to perhaps complete the cycle, be reborn, but to be open. But that's the thing, to be open. How can you be open without the truth of only I have to feel good about my choices, particularly in terms of how you demonstrate love? This could very much be someone coming out of the closet. You know what I mean? Like if I was just going to look at it, because what holds us back is the fear that if we are truthful, if we are making the choices that are congruent with our soul, our choices that feel good, our calling, our vocation, whatever that may be in a relationship in any way, shape, or form, creativity, those chains that bind stunt our growth. Now, it's necessary. At times we have to go through that lesson. But codependence is a form of addiction, and it's one of the 4 ego wounds. Abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. Everybody deals with loss. The other 3, maybe not. But this is saying this is in play here. So that demonstrating love, are you open and free to demonstrate love? If not, let's unravel some codependence here. Wow. See, I love when the puzzle pieces fit. And I have to say, of course, it seems to happen more for me when it's one of the signs I'm involved in. That would make sense. Personal insight, perhaps. But I say the prayer that everything flies out my mouth be truly helpful. Unraveling codependence. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Thank you very much. Wow. Now, oh, damn it. Wow. Did look angry there, didn't I? Sorry. When codependency unravels, my boys are like, what's going on? My cats. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desire without needing permission from others. Done. Leo, I'm there, right? It's like the way I live my life, honestly. As codependency fades, you are able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages of their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. This is why the phrase, in my opinion, you made me feel, I mean, you are the one that made me feel so real. I mean, I get it. It's music, that's art, but you made me feel, no, I did something, and you had your own interior, mental, emotional, unconscious, subconscious, or maybe even conscious process to feel the way that you feel, and that's true for everybody too. I know. We get triggered, but our triggers touch the unprocessed emotions in our cell tissue. Don't drag me. Don't drag me for it. This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics, cultivating emotional freedom, and reclaiming personal power. Now, just the emotional freedom part, that doesn't mean you're free from feeling what you don't want to feel. It means that you have more stability in feeling the entire range of emotions to allow them to move through you. And are you open to that experience? Look, unraveling codependence. When you no longer play that codependent role with somebody, whatever the dependency was comes up in you and comes up in them. And it's usually messy. I've unraveled a lot of codependency in my life these past 3 years, right? And I've just decided that the choices that feel good for me, particularly as a Leo rising, it's not like you're going to stop me. Mars conjunct God help the world. It is to get that the choices that feel right to me really are my intuition and my soul speaking, not just some, psychic intuitive process, but often inspiration, right? Often something. So it is time. Let me put it all together for you, right? As the blessing, since I already put it together. May the Leo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, myself included, be blessed this new moon to full moon next as the wheel of fortune turns in our favor and we call upon the angel of freedom to bring us into the openness to allow this interior growth, stabilization, and creativity within us to be demonstrated with love. That love be demonstrated here for all of us as we unravel codependency, getting that only I have to feel good about my choices for my well-being and for the well-being of all. So motivating. And so it is. Yeah, man. This is what freedom is about. Like, how in the world can you really experience your freedom if your choices depend upon how other people feel? Now, I get there's empathy and compassion and all of that stuff too, but do you see the resentment that builds up over time? It's little gray gardens. It's probably a really good example. Anyway, time to feed the cats. I gotta go, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading, right? Like if you liked this, at least if I made you laugh, right? I am Leo Rising. I'm funny. He's so funny. But please do comment, subscribe, and share and all that stuff to help me do my creative journey, because I'm giving you the best that I got. I'm giving you a little slice of Anita Bakery cake right there. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, my Leos. One more, third time's a charm. Well, certainly more than 3 times, but I did it again.